Welcome to this video where I want to show you the brief history of the Huawei FreeBuds, the true wireless headphones from Huawei. And here you can see three different models that I have. First of all, the Huawei FreeBuds 1, the first generation of Huawei true wireless in-ear headsets. And this is the charging case. As you can see, it's very compact. And for the time back then, it had USB Type-C, which is, I think, very interesting because not many had USB Type-C. It had a button for pairing, for manually pairing. You had to press it to pair your headphones, and the headphones look like this. You open it up, you have one for the right and one for the left ear. This is actually for the left ear, and this is for the right ear. And you can see I have like different tips here. And you had this little rubber bands that go on top here for extra sealing and extra support for your ear, which is pretty interesting. So I dismantled it just to show it to you. And yeah, these held in magnetically. As you can see here, the two magnets. And you can see it has like an earpod design, very long stem here. And the technical data was also okay. The sound quality was, for a first try from Huawei, okay-ish. They even had like cheaper models out there, the FreeBuds Lite, which came in a similar case with basically the same material, maybe a bit more plasticky, not so much metal inside, and micro USB instead of USB Type-C. And the Huawei FreeBuds 1, the earbud itself, if I take a look, had like 55 milliampere hours. This one earbud had like a stem. In the stem, there's a battery with 55 milliampere hours. In the stem, at the bottom, you can see there's a microphone. I'm not sure if you can see it there, maybe holding the light. There's a microphone. And yeah, the quality of the microphone was okay-ish, but not groundbreaking. So this was the first generation of Huawei FreeBuds, which I think managed to do well. It was not the best in terms of battery time. It had only Bluetooth 4.2, so it was also using a bit more battery, 55 milliampere hours in one of those earbuds and 410 milliampere hours in the charging case. You can charge it 3 times, so you had like 12 hours combined charging power with this. It was okay. I used it for commuting, especially when I arrived here in New Zealand, for example, which is I think more than 1 year ago, and I used it for commuting. It worked pretty fine, but it had not really noise cancellation or something like this. This is a technology that came far later. And yeah, let's move aside the FreeBuds 1, move them here, and come to the FreeBuds 3. But wait a second, what without all the other FreeBuds? So there are the FreeBuds Lite, which is basically the same as this one, a bit worse material and micro USB. Sound quality and everything else almost the same. Then there was a FreeBuds 2, but the FreeBuds 2 were only available in Asia as far as I'm aware. And they were groundbreaking in a design that was more, they had a bigger battery and a design that was more bulky, and also they had the first time introduced in FreeBuds bone conduction, so it used your bone to figure out when you're speaking, and used this for the microphone. And this has been improved then finally with the FreeBuds 3, which has been released a year ago, I think. And yeah, the FreeBuds 3 I also tested already and used it for almost a year. And these headphones, you can see they look different in a pill shape here, and you can open them up and you can see also they had a different design. So like a dolphin design, how Huawei called it. Here you can see it with this this curve here around the earbud itself. The stem itself, as you can see, is a little bit bigger. Then it's not ending here. It's just extending a little bit, so you can easily grab it out of the case. And you have, of course, left ear bud on the left side and right earbud on the right side. And yeah, you can pull it out and use it very easily. The cool new feature about this one is it is an open fit design, so it's different to the first FreeBuds and all the other FreeBuds that came before it. So you just hook it into the ear, you just don't press it into the ear canal, so there's no like a rubber that goes into the ear canal. So this is more like a clone of the AirPods from Apple, but they made it better. They made it better in this case. They were the first, and I think they are still the first, who introduced, and I think the only one who managed to do it in an open fit design, enable noise cancellation. This made a huge impression, but in the end, when they came out, the noise cancellation was not as great. As you can imagine with this open fit design, they are really made for letting in noise from outside. So having noise cancellation in there is pretty hard to filter out the noise, really. So these are not meant for flying on an airplane and filtering out the noise there. These are more like for commuting. If you're running around the city and you don't want to listen to what other people are talking, then you can use them to concentrate more on music. But concentrate more on music lets you always hear still a little bit of noise coming from the outside, because it's not closing in on your ear and filtering and blocking everything out. From the technology point, it was also very interesting. It was the first time Huawei used its own Bluetooth chip. In this case, it's called the Kirin A1 chip, and this features Bluetooth 5.1. This one had, instead of like the 3 hours of playback time in one charge, 4 hours of playback time in one charge. So a little bit more, but not groundbreaking new, and groundbreaking more. And with the case together, you can charge it a few times, and 5 times actually, and you get like 20 hours of playback time. It has also USB Type-C on the bottom, but also features wireless charging. So you can place this here on a wireless charging coil and it will charge. Then, of course, you have like 1 hour it takes for charging. It has quick charging, so it can charge very, very quickly. It still has a button somewhere here. I'm not sure if you can see it. There's a button that you can press for connecting your headset. But also, if you open it up and you have a Huawei device, it automatically recognizes this if you have Bluetooth enabled, and you can connect to it. So this is also a pretty nice technology. One earbud only has 30 milliampere hours and 410 milliampere hours in the charging case itself. So you can see the charging case itself, both feature 410 milliampere hours, and this one earbud only features 30 milliampere hours. This is the reason why it is so small in comparison to the FreeBuds 1. As you can see here, this is a lot of a bigger device, and the stem is a lot bigger because there's a bigger battery inside that allows you to have like 55 milliampere hours. But this only features 3 hours of battery time, and this 4 hours. So you can see the technology improvement by using a different chip for Bluetooth for the wireless connection is enormous. And yeah, this has USB Type-C, has wireless key standard charging, 2 watts only, but still quick enough. And yeah, I used them for almost a year now, and I can say these are pretty good headphones for listening to music. Not so much for blocking out noise or the noise cancellation. Yeah, it's there, it works, it's interesting and sometimes useful to have. But of course, this is like an open fit design, so it's for running around outside the city, and you still want to hear when a car is like beeping at you because you're crossing the street at the red light or something like this. So yeah, this is a pretty good design. It has 14 millimeters driver, pretty large for this little tiny size of earbud, which produces absolutely fantastic sound. So this is, in comparison to the FreeBuds 1, night and day difference. So the FreeBuds 2 were already an improvement, but the FreeBuds 3 are really one of the best FreeBuds that you can get on the market in terms of sound quality. Very balanced, good bass, not over exaggerated bass, good mids and good highs. These are the FreeBuds 3. Then there's something else missing here. There's another product called FreeBuds 3i, which is basically the FreeBuds 3 in this package of the FreeBuds 1, one could say at least. So they have improved a little bit, of course, the case, and of course it is also USB Type-C, and charging is only 1 hour, and the buds itself feature 10mm drivers instead of the 7mm drivers. That's, I think, here in the FreeBuds 1. Bluetooth 5, of course, is in there. It has support for the opening up and automatically connecting to your smartphone, to a Huawei smartphone in this case, feature, and around 3.5 hours of playback, with noise cancellation only 2.5 hours, and up to 13.5 hours with the charging case itself. So these are the FreeBuds 3i that you also can get, which is like a, yeah, I would say a discount or a cheaper version of the FreeBuds 3 with less sound quality. It's good sound quality if you have the noise cancellation active, and it is an in-ear variant, so the same variant as here, and it allows you to have, with noise cancellation, to have a better noise cancellation than the FreeBuds 3 actually, which is pretty nice. But the sound quality is not as good, and the battery life also not. Then last year, 2020, the FreeBuds Pro arrived, and this is now a white case. In this case, you can see I was usually using black, but this, I wanted something different, so I've got the white version of them. So the FreeBuds Pro are the latest true wireless headsets from Huawei, and these look different already. You can see you still have your left earbud on the left, but getting it out is a bit harder. You can see they have redesigned the stem to be like in this square format. They have now in-ear design. They have a big case here, or big earbud itself. The drivers are not as big as in the FreeBuds 3, but still impressive. And they have a new design for wind filtering and for microphones, also bone conducting microphones, and a new design for controlling these headphones, because all the other ones were controlled by tapping, and these are controlled by squeezing. So you squeeze a bud to perform actions. Yeah, this is the big difference. And the other big difference is they have now the Pro in the name, which means they are built to last longer, and they are built to have better features in terms of ANC. So they feature active noise cancellation, which is fantastic, one of the best active noise cancellations that you can get on the market currently. They offer Bluetooth 5.2. They offer up to 7 hours of listening time with one charge, 4 hours if you have ANC enabled all the time, and they have 2.5 hours of voice calls or 3 hours of voice calls. Very good batteries. You can use them with Emotion 11 as microphone. You can just squeeze it 2 times and use it as microphone, just speak into it for the camera. Of course, they are charged wirelessly. Again, here's a wireless coil inside. You can put it on a Qi wireless charger and it will charge. Or you have USB Type-C where you can quick charge it again. And yeah, it's pretty fast charged. In about 40 minutes, you have the earbuds charged, and the case in 1 hour. Yeah, this is pretty nice and one of the best that you can get right now. Sound quality is a bit worse, I would say, than the FreeBuds 3, I have to say. It is better because it is like in-ear, so you have like more this immersive feeling. They have very strong bass, I would say over-exaggerated bass, which cuts out the highs a little bit, so highs are a little bit down. You can of course tweak this. I have several videos that show you how to tweak this, but this is the pinnacle of Huawei's true wireless in-ear headsets currently, and I think most of the people will be very happy with those headphones in comparison to the FreeBuds 3. You have transparency mode, which has also the option to boost voices. So if you're talking to someone, it can boost this. So it has this feature which the OpenFit design by default has. It doesn't have a transparency mode, but because it's OpenFit, you can hear people talking. And it has the very good noise cancellation that you can use in an airplane if you want to filter out the noise there. And of course it has also very good sound quality, very good features, and updates of course arrive for this, as well as for the FreeBuds 3 still. And has the detection if you're wearing the headphone or if you're not wearing the headphone. So you can see the black dot here. Let me take one out. There is like a sensor inside, the same sensor that is available on the FreeBuds 3, which is like detection here in the middle. Not sure if you can see this. There in the middle is a little dot that detects if you're wearing it, and if you put it out of your earbud, of your ear, the earbud, then it will stop music playback. And this is missing from the original this is not missing from the original FreeBuds. The FreeBuds have it also. They have a sensor in here and also detect if you put it out of the ear and stop the music. So this is cool. I think the FreeBuds Lite have it, don't have this feature. So this is my little history around the FreeBuds and all of them that I own so far. If you owned all of the FreeBuds, which ones are your favorite, especially on the newer ones, FreeBuds 3 or FreeBuds Pro? I'm sometimes struggling because these have so good sound quality, but these are like so immersive, and also the sound quality is not bad, but the highs are a little bit missing. But I think I like them now more and more, and yeah, I want to hear what you think about this little collection of my FreeBuds. Do you have the FreeBuds 2, for example? And which FreeBuds do you like the most in terms of sound quality, in terms of ergonomy, and in terms of battery life? I would like to know. Just write it down in the comment section. That's everything for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Until the next time. Bye.